Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Nick. Decided to come to you guys with story time today about the times that I was followed and scared as fuck. So the first time happened when I was in undergrad, so I had to be maybe like, I want to say probably around 19 or 20 years old. I commuted because I didn't drive. I commuted from my college, maybe like 3 to 4 days a week, and came back into the city. So this particular day, I had gotten off the train and proceeded to go to like the bus stop so I can make my way home. But I had decided while I was on the bus, I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop, get off the bus and, go to the market. And if you're from Baltimore, you know what the market is. It's Lexington Market. And like near it, it has like, different, it had streets full of stores and stuff like that you just, lollygag, mosey around looking or whatever. So I get off at this one stop and I start walking to like go to like the market. I'm just, minding my business, doing what I do. I'm walking and then I decided to I think I started going to the market. I stopped and like Rainbow, looked in there, left out, and then walked down the street to the McDonald's. When I got to near the McDonald's, this man, I think he was older than me, but he probably was like late 20s, early 30s or something. But he's like, hey, hey, hey. And I turned around like, gave him the look like, what? And he was like, yeah, I've been trying to catch up with you. Hey, what's up? Like, can you talk for a minute? And at this point, I realized this the guy that was on the bus with me. And he actually followed me and walked behind me and stopped in all the stores I stopped in without me even realizing he had followed me. So when I realized it, I started walking real fast. He kept following me, yelling behind me, trying to get my attention, trying to get me to stop and talk to him. Luckily, my aunt worked down there, and I was able to go and be saved by her. Alright, so I'm coming back to finish up the stories. So, what I mean by, luckily I was able to be saved by my aunt because she worked nearby. She worked maybe, I want to say, 1 block east and about 2 or 3 blocks. No, it was just, no, 1 block east, 1 block south. From where I realized the guy was following. From where I was when I realized that he was following me. So, like I said, I started walking fast. I got to the building she worked in, and they, of course, had like a security guard and a doorman. I hurry up, opened the door, like he actually walked in behind me or whatever. But I hurry up and went to the security guard desk and was like, yeah, I'm here to see what my aunt's name. I'm not gonna put her name out there. And he called up and buzzed me up upstairs. And I got to go upstairs to her. And when I tell you I got up to her office and looked out the window below and saw that guy like outside of the building at this point. I don't know how long he stayed out there, but he was out there, and I pointed him out to my aunt. Like I said, thank God that she worked in the area, because he literally like followed me. When I got off that bus, I had to walk to like a block south and 2 or 3 blocks west to go into the stores I was going into. And when I say I had gotten off the bus and was moseying around and everything, that all took about a good 30, 35 minutes. So you've been following me all this time? Craziness. I've had some crazy things happen in my life. The second time I got followed, I was older. I was a grown woman working at my job that I currently work at. And down the street from my job, they would have it was like a space, like a real big sidewalk, where you can set up a little stall or stuff and sell different things. So there used to be this lady that was down there. She would sell like waist beads, oils, lotion, soaps, earrings, and she used to always have real nice jewelry sets, like beaded jewelry. So I would stop there and look at her stuff. So this particular day, I don't know why, but I had left work early. And I stopped by her store. I was looking at something and I was like, "Oh, can I buy this? How much was it?" She told me the price or whatever. So directly across the street from there was like an ATM. So I went across the street to the ATM to get money to pay for the jewelry, right? I get the money, I pay for the jewelry. I go back over to the lady as I'm looking, as I'm waiting for her to finish up with whoever she was, somebody else that was talking to her. Some man walks up and he's just like, "Hi." So I said hi back to him or whatever. And, kept minding my business as I always do. And I got what I was getting from her. She finally came to me and got what I was getting. So I proceed to walk, going wherever I was going. I don't even remember where I was going that day. But I walked off. And I walked across the street, and I noticed the man is following me. And he's like, "Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am." So I turn around, and I had gotten maybe like a block and a half away. And I turn around, and this time I was nice. I just turned around and said, "Yes." He said, and this is how he's looking at me. He's looking directly at my breasts and my body, and he's just like, "How are you? I want to know if I can get to know you. I want to take you out." As he's saying this, like I said, his eyes are widening as he's scanning my whole body. So I was just like, what? "How can I get to know you?" is what he said. And I just was like, "You can't." I was single at the time. I think I probably was going through my divorce. So basically I was single. But I was just like, "No, you can't." And then he just said, "Okay." And so I turn around and I keep walking to where I'm going. This man, at this point, I have to cross a big busy street. This man follows me to this light. I wait for the light to change. It's like 3 or 4 lights at this intersection. I wait for it to change, finally cross the street. He's still following behind me. I'm like, why the fuck is he still walking? I told him no, but yeah, he's still walking behind me. I had to literally cross the street, cross 2 more streets, dip around a corner, and go into this tattoo shop that I had been in before, just to get away from this man. I go in the tattoo shop. The tattoo artist was just like, "Hey, what are you doing here? You don't have an appointment today?" And I had to let them know, like, yeah, I'm trying to get away from this guy. He's following me. So they look out their window and they look and they see. I said, "That's him right there." And they just shaking their head like, "What did you do?" And I literally did nothing. And as I'm sitting here telling you guys this, I'm thinking about the fact that as I was walking, I remember I even called my best friend who worked in the same office as me. Well, in the same building, but not the same office or unit. I even called him like, "This man is literally following behind me as I'm walking. I've walked past the job, past the other buildings, and crossed this major intersection. He is still behind me." And my best friend was like, "Do I need to come outside?" Like, I guess he was going to come out there and handle it, but like I said, he was maybe like 3 or 4 blocks away at the time, and still inside the office, and I didn't want him to leave, so I just went on and dipped off into the tattoo shop and waited a little while for the man to walk away. Then when it seemed like when he was gone, when we looked, noticed he was gone, I actually left there and proceeded to go wherever it was that I was going. But like, men, that is so creepy. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Following behind somebody while they're walking. Don't. It's creepy and it's fucking scary. It's stalkerish, okay? There's nothing endearing about it. You look like the man from that show that everybody likes. You. You don't want to be that. But that's my story time. It's a snowy day here where I am. And as usual, stuck in the house. So, have a good day, guys. Please like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Get in the comments and tell a crazy story or about yourself of being followed, or what your experience with being followed or following somebody was.